guys, this is Comic Uno. Today I'm doing a review for Forever Evil issue 7. Before I start talking about this issue, just want to give you guys a little update. Of course, I have Comic Uno episode 49, and that's to show I review all the comics I've read this week in one show. So here are those comics. We got Dexter's Lab issue 2, Godstorm Hercules Pain issue 2, All New Dupe issue 2, Amazing X-Men issue 7, Harley Quinn issue 6, Elektra issue 2, Daredevil issue 3, Nova issue 17, Sinestro issue 2, and Uncanny X-Men issue 21. So if you want to go check out all those reviews, go to Comic Uno episode 49. And also guys, we have the Zenescope panel going on Comic Frontline Thursday and Friday. I will be on the panel for Friday, but please check out both of them. It's like a Comic-Con on Comic Frontline and Zenescope together. We're going to have a lot of creators, some announcements, Q&As, so check out both panels, and again, I'll be on the Friday one. And also, don't forget to nominate your favorite YouTuber for the Geeky Awards. That nomination period will be ending Sunday, and the voting period will start that Sunday. So be sure to nominate your favorite YouTubers. But yeah, let's talk about Forever Evil issue 7. And this has been delayed for a while. Either because they were changing stories, maybe the artist was delayed, we don't really know. But I have a feeling they changed a Dick Grayson story that he was supposed to die. People had too much backlash. They got this Grayson story instead. So I think that's why they held it back for a month to change the story, honestly. Cool cover. We've been seeing this for a while. We've seen it. You know why? Because it's been delayed. But yeah, really cool cover. We just get to see the Crime Syndicate versus our villains who actually became heroes here. So let's see what's going on with the story. A lot went on, so let's talk about it. So overall, we get to see that Alexander Luthor, he's back. He is Shazam of the other world. I'm not going to pronounce it backwards, but it's his name Shazam backwards. And he's evil. He's having a baby with Superwoman. That's why Superwoman's been so quiet. It was never Ultraman's baby. It was Alexander Luthor's baby. So now Lex has to figure out a way with his friends with the Justice League to defeat Alexander Luthor and the rest of the Crime Syndicate. And that is going on with the whole issue. And Lex Luthor is able to outsmart Alexander Luthor. Alexander Luthor might have had a lot of power, but Lex Luthor defeats him. And pretty much all the other Justice League escapes. And that is what's going on. We get to see that the villains get a clear slate because they saved the world. The Crime Syndicate technically is still here. We still have Ultraman. Pretty sure Alexander Luthor is still there too. I want to see the page, but Atomica died. Lex stepped on her. Superwoman's still there to try to get information. She's going to be the one. And also, we don't know enough about Superwoman, so maybe we'll get a backstory of her as time goes on. But yeah, we get to see Ted Kord. He's around now in the New 52, so if you've been waiting for Ted Kord, he's here. And Lex, you see Lex become a nicer person. At first, he was going to take over Kord Industries, and he's like, and Ted's like, I'm okay with it. You know, my father died. I really don't know how to, be ahead of an industry. And Lex's like, no, you are Ted Kord. Do what you gotta do. Make some experiments. You're good at that. So we know maybe Blue Beetle becoming the real Blue Beetle. So if you like Ted Kord, you might be really excited for that. And then one story we get to see here in the whole Forever Evil is that Bizarro dies. And you see Lex care. He says, you know, even though he hates Superman, that was his creation, and he cares. So he's trying to create another Bizarro, trying to create another son. He discovers that Bruce is Batman. We get to see that in the tie-in with Justice League, a little bit more of that. What is he going to do with this information? And also we got a big cliffhanger because Justice League thinks that Darkseid's still alive, but actually it is the Anti-Monitor. Now, I did not read Crisis of Infinite Earths and all those other stories, but I heard he has to deal with that. So, he has to do with that story. So, are we seeing another Crisis? Will we see the pre-New 52? Will the New 52 survive this? I don't know. It's going to be interesting what's going to happen with this. And I'm sure we're going to see more of this in Justice League, maybe Future's End. I don't know, but that is a pretty hefty cliffhanger. And also, Lex saves Clark, or not Clark, but Superman. So that's also showing that Lex has turned over a new leaf. Maybe either for his own reasons, or he really had this whole event make him turn into a good guy. And that's the whole issue. I really liked it. I thought it was a really good issue. Was it worth the wait? I don't know. We do get to see Nightwing survive also in this issue. Again, I glanced over some details because I want you guys to read the issue. But yeah, we get to see Nightwing die, and I felt like that was kind of, you could tell it was rewritten, I felt. Because it's so pushed to the side that they had to save him. I felt like there's so little information in this issue. It's like, oh no, we have to save Nightwing, but we don't have enough room because we're talking about all this. Let's just like talk about Nightwing a little bit in this issue. So it felt very much that they changed his story because they had so little of him. Because maybe they expected him to die, not to really talk about him that much in this issue, so there was very limited room to talk about Dick Grayson, and I'm sure we'll get to see more of that in Grayson, but that felt a little lackluster here as a Dick Grayson fan. But I liked it. You get to see Lex Luthor turn over a new leaf. I thought the best part was him crying over Bizarro, seeing that's his creation, and he actually hated Bizarro, but now to actually cry over him was great. And Lex Luthor saved the day. It's always the Justice League, and Lex actually saved the day was pretty fun to see. And we're obviously seeing a lot of the ramifications in Justice League, and I thought this was a great read between Forever Evil and Justice League. I would definitely read these back to back because I thought both stories felt greater because of it. And I like the cliffhangers here. I thought there were some really good ones that left stuff open. You don't know what's going to happen in New 52 because that other cliffhanger. We had, you know, again, if you're a Blue Beetle fan, you have Ted Kord, which, you know, I'm not a big Blue Beetle fan. I haven't read much of him, so I wasn't totally excited about that. But I heard about him returning anyways. So for me, because it was delayed, I do want to give this 4 stars because I liked it. I really thought it was an epic issue. But the art's also very dark. That has been one of my one of the negatives for Forever Evil is that it's so dark, the art. And yeah, obviously it's on purpose because it's Forever Evil. It's supposed to be dark, but I never really liked that much dark art. I like it to be a little bright. You could get to see the action a little bit more. So I don't love how dark it is on people's faces, and that kind of ruined the story a little bit for me. But I will give it 4 stars. I thought this was a very good issue, a good ending, but because of the delay, I do have to, you know, shave off the half a star that I probably would have given it because, yeah, there is some epic stuff here, but also the whole Dick Grayson thing, it did feel like they changed stuff up here. It was delayed. It is a $4.99 book, so I'm going to give it 4 stars. I thought it was a really good issue, but I thought Justice League was actually a little bit better this week. Hope you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Uno, and guys, don't forget to follow me on Twitter for Comic Uno and their ad situations, and don't forget to like my Facebook page, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.